Hey, good morning. Hope everything's going well for you today. It's going to give you an update on the hydroponic stuff in May. I moved a lot of stuff outside, and so this is on the off-grid solution, powered by batteries. And these are pumps. There's little pumps in there with solution that are spraying up into these the tops. I'll show you. So these are, I'm going to eventually convert all this into Dutch buckets, but right now they are like that. There's a pump, spray, and that stuff going on. So these are radishes. So I had a little video where I did some seedlings and did some radishes, and they're weird. They came out weird. So these are going well. I need to tape this one up. I forgot to do that before I brought it out here because the algae is going to start to grow in there. I got some water spinach going. I've got some wing beans going here, climbing up. Got different things in here. Some tomatoes, some eggplant. Eggplant's doing pretty good. Let's see if we can see it. There we go. Got some eggplant going. So they've done great outside. It stormed like crazy here. We had almost like, I guess what you'd have like a typhoon or something, but it was like a kind of hurricane type winds, and they did fine. No big problem. This got knocked over, but it's back up and going. So this is a tomato plant, and it is off to the races. Here's a Thai chili plant that is doing really well. So never had chili plants grow so well, and I brought them outside. And so I also have some Rosella hibiscus that's growing here, and it's doing great. And so the outside is going well. So if you have hydroponic stuff, and you can, I'd take them outside for a little bit, you know, while the weather's good, because they will definitely do well in the sunshine. So the only thing is, you gotta make sure that this is ugly, but you gotta make sure that they're covered up, and you don't get algae on if you have like a white container that the light's gonna come through, or you can just, you know, just clean it out all the time. So, but yeah, tomatoes, lots of leaves, and I think I had a single tomato. It had some rot. I put some more nutrients in there. I believe it was calcium that it was deficient in, so added some of that. So these are going great. So I'll go show you the inside, and we got some neat developments in there too. So next we have this crazy thing. So this is my new hydroponic garden wall. I've got 56 plants in here. You're looking at it from the back, so now I caught it when it actually was going to spray. Spray's not optimal, but it does a good enough job. Everything in here gets nice and wet, which is good, but it doesn't get too wet where it's spraying out the front. So, I mean, yeah, you know, it could be better, but you know, for a prototype, it's not bad. So it's pretty simple, same kind of concept as the other one, except all the plants are in the front. I'll show you that. I just started spraying, so I wanted to show you how that worked, or sort of didn't work. But inside here, there's a pump. There's a 1100 gallon per hour pump, so it's much stronger than what I have in the buckets, and because it's pumping the water up here, it needs to be strong enough to where it can actually do some spray. This thing is just to kind of keep the plastic at bay. So yeah, so that runs up through that tube. That's a power line that goes out and over to the power mess over here. And inside is this is where the drain. I'm basically just plasticed it up and put it into a little drain there. It goes back in. This is some overflow. So as much as I tried, you know, I couldn't really stop the water from dripping, so that kind of, it's a hack just to keep things happy. So this has been going for about a month. These are all new seedlings. I'll move this out of the way. So I just hacked this up here. This is these are just shop lights. I'm gonna put 2 more in there and make sure this whole area is covered. But so this is a month of growth from just seed. These are all mustard greens, and this is water spinach, and then this is it's a flower, lotus. So I actually got some lotus to grow. That's a pepper. So I just tried to put, you know, stuff that we need to eat in here. And so this covers 56. It originally had 64, but I needed to use that space for the water to go down. I didn't have very good drainage. So yeah, check it out. So they sit in here, hanging out. See if I can pull one out here without dorking it up. So yeah, it just sits in here. These are 3D printed parts. So you look at that, see? The roots are all gonna hang out, and they get wet, about every 45 minutes for about a minute, which is good enough. So they get plenty of the nutrient time, water, and they also get access to oxygen, which they can use for cell growth. So far they are, they're really doing well. I mean, for a month, maybe not even a month, maybe less than that. But anyway, yeah, they're growing pretty good, man. I mean, this is going well. So this one, of course, I started filling this one up first. I still have some spots here that I need to fill up. So these are printed kind of in 2 parts. There's this that goes in the back and pops up, and then there's another ring that sits around it, and that way I can just put this in here and it just stays, and so it gives it some additional support. So the idea, of course, is I've used this wire rack. This is actually just one wire rack that I used and got some 1-inch wood and put that in there. And that and so that way I can get 2 for the price of 1. And so yeah, I'm gonna eventually take all this out, and so you can see it's all pretty much gone. All those are now in the front, right? I mean outside. So I plan on kind of moving the rest of these outside, and figuring out something to do with this Malabar spinach. This thing is it's just going crazy. I don't know. So this came from a seed from the outside plant, and so I stuck it in here. So I'm gonna have to I'll figure something out and then get it moved outside. But yeah, the rest of these, apologize, let me get all this plastic up. So this is kind of like the little farm that we're using now to eat. We have kale. I've been chewing on that pretty good. Mustard greens. This one right here is super spicy. I don't know, I have to figure out what variety that is, but it is, I need to let this thing go to seed because, ooh, it's like horseradish spicy. It's super, super hot. So yeah, these are all mustard greens in here. I kept all these in here. The rest of the plants kind of got, you know, booted as they didn't, you know, they died off. And then of course the Malabar spinach. And then this is I've got for seeds. For the rest, I'm gonna grow, should be some mustard greens. There are a couple that are doing good. This one was one that was seeded, and it didn't do so hot, but I just stuck it in here just to give it a second chance. And then this is a lotus seed. So all this will eventually be going in the garden wall over here to fill this up. So this will be done, and then eventually over some time I'm going to turn this into a better version of this. Where I had some things I can improve upon is the lighting. Well, the lighting, this worked out. Is definitely trying to find a way that I can get into it without having all the leaks. So here's kind of the leak thing. So it will drip a little bit, and so it just rolls on down here and into that drip thing and back into the bucket. I mean, honestly, for a DIY system, you know, it's good enough. It's not perfect. I'm not gonna sell these things. I just wanted to grow a lot of food in a very small space. So here we go. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate your support, and I wish y'all the best. And if you have any questions or you have any comments, feel free to hit me up. Y'all take care and have a good day.